What's this Nemesis A&D demo? Let's have a look at that then.
The hell was that?
So as you can guess, I was going to play Nemesis. I actually stuck Nemesis on warp mode on the emulator, and actually apart from the graphics on the last level, they're okay, they're above average. But I give it an average score because not only am I an expert on the game, because I used to play it all the time in the arcade, back then, not now obviously. But I really loved it, and I wanted it to be perfect on the C64. I wanted the best possible version of Nemesis for the C64. Now, I wasn't under any delusional sort of fantasy world type situation where, so what are we supposed to do then? Is it just the graphics? In the immortal worlds of Seinfeld and George Costanza. That's a shame. Some brief second there, I thought maybe there's some sort of wicked one level demo of a new homebrew of Nemesis. I don't know why that game has not been done. I would have hoped Vulcan Venture would have been converted to the C64 by now. By really talented people. Otherwise I'm not fucking interested, mate. That's really my attitude with games. If I can't see evidence of talent, I don't see the point in playing them. Back then you had no choice, mate. You know, it's a bit like Terminator when he goes into the gun shop and he says, plasma rifle in the 40 watt range. Hey pal, just what you see here. That's a brilliant character actually. Well, why are these different now? What's different about this one? Ah. Was it a 6YT directory? There must be two versions of Nemesis. Did I scroll past one? So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't buy modern games. Most of them are sort of like in the Mastertronic added dimension sort of quality level. I don't care what other people say. I rarely do care what other people say. And that's not just about the C64, that's about every aspect of life, that is. You know, these are the life experiences I had, and these are the opinions I made. As far as the C64 is concerned, I know what a C64 is capable of, so, you know, if I say the best possible, you know, scaling pseudo 3D into the screen racing game for the C64 has not been made yet, you'll just have to assume. No, I want invincibility. This isn't the version I tried. So hang on, to get unlimited... Nah, there was another version where it was like press space to upgrade your weapons, which was my biggest gripe. If you're going to play it properly, you have to press the shift key. Now you can't put the C64 on the floor and hammer it with your big massive Puma basketball trainers. Like you do with the grenades in Commando. Although I never did that because I played my C64 at a desk, so we're definitely in this directory. We're going to have to do alphabetical sort because it was called Nemesis. No. What's the one I was bloody playing on my computer then? If I play the intro, it might not load the game. I'm surprised the battery light isn't flashing at the moment. What's the matter with you, buddy? You've been on the blob for a long time. Well, meat blob, technically. Yeah, meat blob. The Fertile Crescent. There we go. Tea with milk, as the universe intended, which is sometimes mistaken for God, but that's a topic for someone else to talk about. I really would not like to talk about religion with anyone. There is just 0 point talking about that with me. Absolutely zero. Yeah, I'm sure this is a new title page. Right, I have to find whatever one I was playing yesterday now. Which is going to be a bit difficult because I've no idea where it is. God damn it. But it wasn't one I downloaded, that's a weird thing. No. Yes. Yes for rapid fire. Hey buddy, oi, shh, don't scratch me. Well yeah, that is a trainer option, isn't it? So I had a much better crack at this game. It said music on by default and space to change weapons. So if I was going to play the game properly without, you know, invincibility and all that, this is really for me to come back to the game without spending weeks trying to get to level 5 or something on a game that frustrates me. It's probably not that bad a game. In reality it is a 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10 shoot 'em up for the C64. Still not fast enough, mate. There you go. So you just have to imagine that I did these all the proper way. Just in time for the music. It's a hell of a lot smoother than the MSX version. It don't really look any worse. However, I do suspect it's in 4-colour character mode, which I fucking hate. But they might need to do it like that to use character mode for you know, some of your weapons. I'm in the arcade playing Nemesis. Yeah, if I'd had probably 2 bottles of whiskey and I closed my eyes and it was only on this level and I had earbuds in me lug holes, maybe then yeah. But it's this is a game I can't review. So we're invulnerable anyway, so there's that. And unlike the PC Engine trained version, the music doesn't fuck up as soon as you hit something, even though you got invincibility. I wonder if Nostalgia did that version. So really, there's only 2 ways to play this game, and one's the arcade and the other's the Sharp 68000. We can't use a zip stick on the Sharp 68000, so that's bollocks. There is no arcade quality joystick for the Sharp 68000. This is not how you do it, obviously. That's how you're supposed to do it. So of course in the arcade they have different music for every level, but no, I'm not going to get any more speed ups. It's about right for me. I mean, the tunes that are there are actually pretty good for, you know, all things considered. Konami arcade machines famously did not use analog synths. I'm sure I selected the shield thing. So this bit's actually coded fine. I mean, the sprites look alright. I mean, your Vic Viper is shit. Looks nothing like the Vic Viper. Well, I don't know if I mentioned, I found out the NES, when it launched in America, was the same price as the C64, $149. And the same thing happened in the UK. In fact, the C64 was 149 quid for the Olympic Challenge bundle. So it's like 10 sports games, cassette deck, something else, and obviously a C64 in the box. You're not going to get very far without one of them. It's one of those days. Alright, got to take this call. Of course, bloody camera battery's on now, isn't it? So yeah, your lasers don't really appear. So, but yeah, that could be the old, you know, routine built in. Yeah, it is, because the zip stick auto fire is fine. So. Can't remember if the Moai is on level 3 or 4 actually now. It's a massacre for the aliens, an absolute massacre. So the sad thing is, it plays fine. If you'd never played Nemesis in your arcade and thought it was like one of the best arcade games ever whilst you were playing it, you'd be a lot less harsh with this game. See, I mean, look, why are they green? Why do they have to be green? Why are they not yellow? There is a yellow. It's even in the first 8 BBC Micro palette colours. It's just really dumb. There doesn't seem to be any love for this game in the demo or cracking community, because no one's actually done fuck all with it. If you want to play Nemesis, you have to play it 1986 flavour or whatever. Yeah, not blowing. Oh, actually, they need their mouths open, don't they? That's the thing. I mean, the game engine's alright, actually. I mean, all the levels are there, and there are different sprites and things. It's just like, maybe they ran out of memory, maybe they couldn't squeeze in an extra couple of tunes. I've got no idea, mate. It's a bit like Sly Spy on the Amstrad, where they're like, what the hell's going on? There's no sound on this game. Can't have sound on this game, no memory left. Something like that. Well, I suspect they're using a lot of the 64K to do pre-shifted graphics or something. So there's a few glitches you get now and again, but nothing serious. So I need to find a crack where you press the space bar to get your extra weapon, because the shift key is just, and it's specifically the right shift key as well, not the left one. Actually, personally, I would prefer the double shot. Actually, more impressive, I suppose. But again, they seem to disappear when you use the built-in rapid fire. But not so much with the zipstick, although they are doing it there. So yeah, it's doing it now. That's a bit weird. So this is kind of like the upside down level of level 1, with the upside down Australian man in Outback business game. See, it should be yellow where there's green there, and the trees can remain green, but I suspect, like I said, this is a character based mode, because they're doing the Parallax Starfield. That's a lot easier to do in the character-based mixed mode. Any 8x8 pixel block can be either high-res or multicolour chunky mode. Just useful for some things, but it's very restrictive, like I said. Yeah, so I don't really have any love for this game. Although, in reality, it's not a particularly bad shoot-em-up. It is probably more playable than IO and Delta. It's just not that impressive. Now, back then I wouldn't have known why, but I do now, so there's that. I didn't know of the implications of bloody 1 kilobyte character-based mode. Now, I would have accepted if it was bitmap multicolour mode and double thickness star pixels in exchange for a multi-load, because the graphics would have been a lot nicer. It's actually very difficult to get a full set of graphics for Nemesis. I haven't found them yet. So you'd have to cheat on the main version of the game and record it as an uncompressed AVI. Good luck with that one. For some reason, after 10 minutes, the computer crawls And it doesn't matter what hard drive you use or anything, or even what PC. After 10 minutes, my version of MAME, the only one that records video while you're playing, so I might get to see skeletons, might not.